Morning, you guys. It's towards the end of January, and I haven't done a video in a while. And I want to do a little topic that I'm having with an acquaintance of mine. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, and like most people are good people, you know. But this I just I just don't get it. I don't understand like how it's different. But anyway, so we're obviously, you already know, we're talking about fucking stupid dumbass Pretty getting himself fucking killed. Okay. And then it showed, the video for days and days, if not a week, just was of him and fighting the cops. And then lo and behold, is another video of him kicking one of the car taillights off, spitting at fucking the cops, fighting the cops. Turns out a week beforehand, he had gotten the shit kicked out of him by them before and actually went to the ER and got broken ribs. He hasn't been a nurse in a while. He quit, according to his parents, because of TD fucking S. His parents were like, dude, don't fucking do this. Don't fucking do this. It's not smart. You're stupid. Which leads me to my next thing. So, the original thing was, oh, well, he had a gun at a protest. That doesn't mean he should be killed. No, I agree. You should be able to carry your firearm anywhere. However, if you are a concealed carry permit holder, you need to have your permit on you at all times. At all times. It's the first fucking rule of the CCW. Like, you must carry this permit with you at all times when you are carrying your firearm concealed, or you can be charged for you know what I mean? Like, it's been a while since I've looked at it, but it's right fucking there. Secondly, he had a fucking firearm at a protest where these people have already been shot, they've been attacked, they've been ran over. Like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen if you attack a cop? Or if you're up in their face, you should have left the gun at home. I am not saying that we shouldn't protest. I stand behind protesting 100%. But there's a difference between protesting and attacking people and destroying private property. Okay? There's a huge difference. And here's what I don't get. I said, dude, the dude was an idiot. He brought a firearm concealed to a fucking protest and then engaged in hostile activities against the fucking customs, the CPB agents. Oh, that doesn't mean he should have been shot. No, but he had a firearm. And show me one video of any cop in this country not blowing somebody away for having a firearm on them. I mean, most of the time, it doesn't happen. There's no good ending to that. The person dies or they shoot at the cop. Even if you have a firearm on you and you're being taken to the ground by 4 cops after being pepper sprayed, you probably shouldn't fight the cops. It's a fine situation of, well, he shouldn't have been there in the fucking first place. 2, no, they probably didn't have to shoot him, but he had a firearm. And when I watched the video, the guy got the gun. A half a second later, the shots rang out. So what I saw happening was one of the agents got the firearm, didn't have time to say, clear, I have the weapon. And someone else, because they felt in danger and danger for the other agents, saw a firearm, decided to shoot the guy. I mean, that happens all the fucking time in this country with other people. And then now we see video of him kicking out a fucking taillight of an ICE vehicle, spitting at them, attacking them. Like, I mean, and so my buddy's reaction was like, well, he just kicked the taillight off of a... Go try that with any fucking cop. Seriously. Go try that with any fucking cop. And then have a gun on you. And then fight the cops. And see if you live. I mean, we're talking any fucking cop from San Diego to fucking New York, from New York to fucking Miami, and all the way back over to goddamn Bellingham, Washington, because Bellingham is further northwest than Seattle is. You tell me that if you kick the cop car's fucking taillight out, that they ain't getting out to beat your fucking ass. You tell me. Come on. Like, I don't get this. I mean, I told them all the hills. I don't see how these people can't see that they're being used, that the Republican Party, the right, is not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But at this point, come on, dude. You have to pull your head out of your ass and see the insane number of crazy shit that the party you fucking support does. And that's the problem with it, is you talk to these lefties and none of them will actually answer you. None of them will actually talk to you. They'll just go off, Trump, 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 or ICE Nazi, Trump, ICE Nazi. They won't ever say, this is this, and then you say this, and then they bring something to prove that this. They don't do that because they can't. Because they do not live in reality. They live in a fantasy world where you can kick a fucking taillight off of a cop's car and not expect to get your ass beat at the very least. I mean, come on. How many videos have we seen on YouTube or anywhere? I mean, I can personally tell you that I got fucked with once, all right? And I was stupid. I got fucked with, and I was stupid because I had a warrant at the time. To be honest with you, that's what really blows my. In hindsight, it's 2020. I managed to actually not get fucking ran by these cops because they couldn't prove anything, and then I smarted off at the very last second as they were walking away. I said something about, you guys need to go get more training and do your jobs better, and they both turned on heel, came right back to me, and said, give us your IDs. And that was that. Next thing you know, I'm in handcuffs on my way to the fucking Santa Barbara County Jail. Once again, I've been there 3 fucking times. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, you run your mouth to the cops, dude, and there's a really good chance you're going to get A, arrested, B, ass beat. And if you have a gun on you, you kick their car and you're screaming at them and you fight at them, there's a really good chance you're going to get your dumbass fucking shot. I mean, does anybody else here see the irony of this whole entire situation? They went from, oh, he had a concealed carry permit, to, well, you can carry your firearm. What are you, anti-2A? You're Republicans. To, oh, he just kicked the taillight out of the fucking vehicle. I mean, like, if these people literally could hear themselves, if these people could actually take a step back from the flow. So, like, picture Frogger, okay? You got all that shit on the freeway, all this information, and these leftists, they're like that little frog down there. They're so busy hopping through traffic and avoiding cars and alligators that they don't see what's really in front of them. And if they could stop and get on a hill on the other side, I know this is kind of stupid, but just bear with me. If they could see what they have to go through, what they've gone through, maybe this isn't the best analogy. If they could stop for 1 second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute, take a step back and look at all the flow of information that has gone in front of them over the past fucking few years, and actually take a step back and look at the shit that they've supported and the things that they're a part of, they would understand why, even though I'm not a fan of Trump, why I am not ever going to vote left again. I mean, that's just literally it's the party. I can't support something. In the sense, yes, he's the lesser of two evils, but this left is fucking-ville, dude. Evil! Turn back now! Like, I'm not, look at me. Look at my video. Do I look like a fucking Republican? Am I sitting on a goddamn porch on a fucking oceanfront villa or in a fucking mountain town somewhere? Well, I'm in a mountain town somewhere. No, I'm living in a fucking little itty bitty one room apartment, and I'm stuck in the storage room because it's fucking cold out in the other room. I still sleep in my van at night for the most part because it's more comfortable, even though I have an apartment here. So, like, for me to say I'm a Republican, I'm voting Republican, that should really fucking blow your minds. If I had a fucking dollar for every time I have been fucked with by the cops, I'd have well over $500. If I had a dollar for every time I've had a firearm pointed at me by the cops, I'd have a couple $100, $150, $200. Oh, I'm doing a blood sweep. Yeah. Yep. No blood. I'm good. And you know why there's no blood? Why I don't have holes in me? It's because when they point a gun at you, you do what they tell you to do. When the cops are there doing something, you don't go fuck with them because they will put holes in you. I mean, I don't get it. Explain it to me, somebody. Explain it. The concept of what I was talking about, though, before I kind of got distracted, which you guys, if you're fans of my videos, you already know I get majorly distracted about shit, was if these people could go and actually look at themselves and see themselves wrapped up in what they're doing. So, again, you know, I've said this before, and I don't mean to repeat myself, the hills that these idiots have stood on are just, they're ant hills. They're not mountains. They're not big hills. They're ant hills. But they think that they're fucking on top of Mount Everest every time. Remember 6 months ago? Oh my God, look, how many people hate Trump and how many people hate fucking the country. Because you all fucking do. You hate the fucking country, dude. I wish we could just get you the fuck out of here. But that's what's wonderful about this country, is you can hate this country and still live in it and have no fear of being put in jail, killed, or deported because you hate this country. What a country. They hate this country, which is why they're doing it. But it's beyond that, guys. It's beyond that. This is an operation. It's a massive psyops, because when you could sit there and say, bro, come on, dude. 6 months ago, the people, you and all the people you support were marching around this country saying, no kings, no kings, no kings. Even though we don't have a king. Like, I mean, I did a video like, hey, I woke up this morning, those no kings protesters did a great job because it seems that we still don't have a king. And that's the truth. And then just a few weeks ago, a month ago, it was Free Maduro, the ruthless dictator who has hundreds of thousands of people killed, had hundreds of thousands of people killed. He's got all those bodies tucked up neatly under his belt. All those skeletons are hanging in his closets. And then the left is like, oh my God, Free Maduro, I stand with Venezuela. While Venezuelans are celebrating this brutal dictator's fucking demise. They're no longer suffering under a dictator. They literally woke up one morning and he was gone. Wow. And they're out there celebrating. Caracas sounded like a war zone, but it was celebratory gunfire. There was 150,000, 200,000 people in that city shooting their guns. And you can hear the rest of them screaming and partying. Meanwhile, the left, free Maduro, free Maduro, free the dictator. And not that I side with Israel, because, you know how I feel. You got to be careful, because if you say some certain things in these videos, they pick up on it. But you know how I feel about Israel. And I do feel for the Palestinians, okay? This is a touchy subject, all right? And if you are pro-Israel or pro-Palestine, or if that's something that you're into and you want to keep a good idea of me, you might want to stop the video now. Because I'm just going to tell you, you already know how I feel about Israel. But I kind of feel the same way about the Palestinians, but only like this. So let's turn it off if you don't want to hear that, because I don't want to lose you. Okay. It's been Palestine. It was never Israel until 1937. Go look at the fucking history. I mean, you could Google that shit. It was a country in 1937. So, Palestine, Philistine, it goes back to the fucking biblical times if you want to believe in the Bible, which you already know that I'm not a Christian. So, do I stand with Gaza and the Palestinians? I don't stand with them. Fuck them. We got our own shit to worry about. And that's plain and simple. If I was 100% perfect, my bills were taken care of, and all my shit was good, and we didn't have any problems in this country, I'd probably be like, yeah, hey, let's look out for these people. But other than that, I'm sorry. The rest of the world can fuck off for as far as I care. I'm worried about our country right now. We are on the verge. We are in a civil war. Okay? So, do I stand with anybody besides the U.S.? Absolutely not. I stand with the United States of America and the Constitution of this country. As should you, and as most of you watching my videos, I know you do. The reality of it is I don't care about Gaza, the Palestinians. I mean, it was Palestine before it was Israel. I'll just leave it at that, okay? I don't want to go too deep into that shit. What I'm still trying to express is my disbelief on how these people can't see the constant failures that they have every single time they try to get something on Trump or show that ICE has done this. You see what I'm saying? Like, God, it's hard to put in the fucking words, huh? They don't see them as failures. They see them as a succession of successful victories in their eyes. They've showed us this, and now they can move on to the next one. And when they look back, they see a whole fucking mountain range of hills that they've stood on and they're pushing, I mean, if you think about it in the terms of a war, it's like they think they're pushing the front forward, which in all reality, the front is going backwards, man. They're losing people all the time, dude. I know people that are Republican that don't support as intense as what ICE is doing. I support what ICE is doing. I support it. And if people would get the fuck out of their way and let them do their fucking jobs, then the chances of American citizens being actually deported or picked up are a lot less. But when they're trying to do their jobs and they got 100 motherfuckers with rape whistles running around in bunny costumes, cosplaying a fucking civil war, I mean, it makes it hard to do your fucking job. It really does. I'm sorry, it does. It makes it hard to do your fucking job. So, if Tim Walz and these other sanctuary cities would let immigrations have access to their jails, while lo and behold, they can actually get the motherfuckers that have immigration fucking orders. They're in your jail. You locked them up. You only lock up immigrants and black people if they do something really wrong. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm sorry. Go look at it. So if they're in your jail, then they did something wrong. So why aren't you letting immigrations come into your jail, do a sweep, take custody of the known fucking criminals to deport? Instead, they're on the street. Instead, they're everywhere but where they should be, which is in the jails, which is in the courtrooms, which is waiting for these people who have committed a crime against this country, against somebody in this country, went to court for it. Now, don't get me wrong. Shit like driving without a license, victimless crimes, fuck all that, dude. Even for an immigrant, illegal immigrant, because remember, an immigrant is a legal immigrant. An illegal immigrant, I still feel, okay? But if they let them have access to the jails, they would have access to the real criminals, right? Right. But alas, these people, they don't think right. I read watched an excellent thing on the CERN particle accelerator. And they kind of basically said what I thought, which was, wow, my theory. I don't know if I've told you my theory on CERN. I'll make it quick because I want to wrap it up because I still have to go to work here. It's 9:07. I'm Got about a half an hour till I fire up the van. My theory is that in 2010 or 2016, one or all of the, probably not all of them, maybe a handful of the CERN particle colliders, when they were making that Higgs whatever particle, they've discovered the new particle, the new matter. I think that there was a shift, a polarity shift. I think part randomly too. It's not, you could have been standing next to one of them and they went and you didn't. I think parallel universes shifted. I really do. Like, think about it. How can people be so fucking retarded unless that's where they come from? Like, I know people that just fucking shifted, man. You know people that just poof. One day they just weren't the same. Like, straight up, one day they went from being regular people with a voice like you and I to fucking being these weird left fucking anti-fucking TDS fucking backwards motherfuckers. Am I right? I think that parallel universes got swapped. So either we're in their universe, which I really fucking hope not, because if that's the case, we're fucked. Or they got flipped into ours, which, if that's the case, it's okay, because there's a limited number of them. Anyways, I'm going to quit this video. I want to enjoy Sopranos. Yeah, I'm watching Sopranos. I ran out of shit to watch. I mean, I'm watching A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, but I've watched everything else out there that looks good to me. I'm real picky, real narrow-minded on my TV. You know, like, I've tried to watch stuff. Like, I tried to watch The Big Bang Theory. It was okay. It was all right. I mean, I can watch it randomly. I tried to watch House. It's not something that I would say, oh my God, a new episode's on, I want to watch it. One thing that did get me is The Pit. I did like that show. I do like that show. And that one, today's Thursday, so there'll be a new episode tonight. And I'm watching A Night of the Seven Kingdoms because I was totally a fucking throner. Still am. I still randomly watch it because there's nothing else to watch. So yeah, I'm running out of shit to watch. And so I said, fuck it, man. I put on The Sopranos, and it started out slow, and I still do catch myself getting bored and turning it off, or if I have it on my PlayStation, I'll pick up my phone sometimes and fucking end up on my phone and have to rewind something if I catch something. Like, so I'm not into it like I am, but it's at least okay. I'm on, like, I just started season 5, I think. Yeah, season 5. So, and then we got and then all the other shows that I've watched, you know, like, I mean, I really liked Catch 22. There's a few shows out there that I liked, but, you know, alas, I'm running out of shit to watch. So, yep, I'm watching The Sopranos. Anyway, you guys, I'm not trying to be no streamer. I ain't trying to fucking do that because, like, just, I don't know. I have no interest in being a streamer. But if you do like my videos, and I appreciate everybody in there, I hope everybody's okay from that snowstorm, that last storm, and I guess we got another one fucking popping up that could impact us here. We'll see. It's supposed to be this weekend. It might snow here, like 3 inches. You know, crazy, right? You guys have a good day. Take care of yourselves, and watch your back, man. And really, really, really watch your backs, because we're not gonna stop or go back to any kind of sensible outcome of this whole situation. The outcome of this situation is not going to be sensible. It's not going to be a good one. And it's going to affect us as much as it affects them. So, I mean, this is one of those situations where, you know, like, prepare for what you got to prepare for. You know, if martial law gets fucking instilled, that would actually probably be a blessing to what a real new American second Civil War would look like. It would be ugly. A lot of people are going to die. So, anyway, you guys take care of yourselves. I'll talk to y'all later. Adios.